Hello, welcome to this month's edition of Around the Burg. I'm Dick Church, and this week we're taking you back downtown Miamisburg, where we have a very new and a unique store that is at the north end of Miamisburg at 40 North Main Street, Suite 104. And with us is Michael Knierim. And for those that have been watching Around the Burg for a number of years, when we first started this program 13 years ago, Bob Knierim, your father,
Yes.
was one of our camera people.
He was.
And was part of Around the Burg right up until his death, really.
Right.
He was quite active with the Miami Valley Communications Council.
Was active with that and the Historical Society.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything. Yes,
great guy.
he was a great citizen and a great individual.
He was.
So, Michael, we welcome you.
Thank you.
Talk about your store now. It
Okay.
is called St. Michael's Custom Rosaries and Religious Articles.
Yes.
And as we said, we're right across from the American Legion on North Main Street in Miamisburg. Tell us what all you sell here.
Oh, wow. I have Bibles. I have all kinds of devotional items, religious statues, inspirational books. I have sacramental items for baptisms, for first communions, for confirmations. Sure. I have a lot of religious artwork. I have car devotionals and just a whole lot of gifts and inspirational items for people.
Before you got started into this line of work, you were a policeman. Where at?
That's correct. I retired from Miami Township Police Department.
Okay.
And as most cops, I worked in the firearms industry for a little while, and that was fun, but it just wasn't what I wanted to do.
Sure. Okay. Now, how long has this store been in Miamisburg?
We've been here for 2 months now.
Okay. And is this your only location?
This is currently our only location.
Okay.
That's correct.
Where were you located before?
Prior to moving into Miamisburg, we started out with a small booth in the Treasure Isles Flea Market, and we expanded there into 2 booths. And then just outgrew it and decided we wanted to start a storefront, and this was the perfect place.
Okay. And what made you choose Miamisburg?
I grew up in Miamisburg. Spent my whole life in and around Miamisburg. I know way back in the day growing up, the city wasn't quite what it is today.
That's right.
And it has come a long way. It's a beautiful city.
Right.
A lot of citizens. You see them walking up and down the streets. It's so much more inviting today than it used to be. And I figured this would be a great place. Since I started in this city, I figured I would plant my feet here now.
Okay. It's quite a difference, though, from being a policeman to
It is. It is. It's definitely different.
What drew you to open a religious store?
It's kind of a funny story. My wife bought me a set of rosaries, and they had St. Michael in the middle, and St. Michael is the patron saint of police officers. So one day I'm praying my rosary, and I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, I could make these. And instead of concentrating like I should have been. So I went home and we bought some basic supplies.
Yeah.
My wife and I sat at the table and started making them. And before you know it, we had about 80 rosaries on the table. And she finally looked at me one day and said, "What are you going to do with all these?" But I got back into church and the religion really after my father passed away. And I promised my mother that I would take care of things with her and take her to church every Sunday, and realized I got a lot more out of it than I thought I would, and just decided that this was where I wanted to be.
Okay. Now, I think I'm right on this, but before it was Our Lady of Good Hope Catholic Church, I believe it was St. Michael's, wasn't it?
It was.
And that's when they had the building at the south
end of Miamisburg, yeah.
down there where Long Cleaners is
That's correct.
located, on the point where the filling station.
Yep.
In fact, the filling station has always been in that area, and yet a beautiful church. Now, I have to admit, I never went in that church. I've been in Our Lady of Good Hope many a time. Mm-hmm. But it was majestic, that old church sitting down there. And it shared a corner with, I think, where the priests lived. And then the filling station was in front on that little aisle. But the church always seemed like it was huge. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember the nuns. They lived over on Central, but they would walk down to the church every day, and they would walk in twos. And sometimes you would see 4 or 5, or 4 or 6 nuns in full habit walking to the church.
You don't see that much anymore, do you?
No, you don't. No, those days are gone. We know how you got your store name. So who were the biggest influences in opening this store?
Well, first and foremost, God. And then, of course, my father and my mother and my wife, they've all been instrumental in helping me with this. I can't say enough about all the support that I've got from them.
You're the Catholic faith. Most of the store is geared towards Catholics, but you do have for all faiths.
Correct. I am focused primarily on the Catholic faith. However, I do have Bibles of different versions,
Sure.
King James Version, CSB, INV version. A lot of inspirational books and devotional books that really can give, they're non-denominational, and they can give anyone of any faith inspiration.
And I also have to point out now, commercial for you, I just recently had cataract surgery. I can see things at a distance that I never have seen before, but up close, I need reading glasses. And when I was over here for the ribbon cutting, I noticed you had these. And I'll tell you, this has been I tend to lose glasses, so you can't lose them when they're around your neck.
No, you can. They're nice glasses.
Yeah.
The magnet in the front just makes it real easy to take them on and
Right.
off. And
Okay, do you have multicultural products here?
I do. In fact, that's one of the things that I really want to get out there and let people know is I have an entire section of devotionals and books and Bibles that are in Spanish for our Hispanic friends. Well, at my previous location, I would say that probably 50% of my customers were Hispanic. And I do have probably one of the largest selections of Spanish books and devotionals in the area.
Are all your products new?
Most all of my products are new, but I have a real place in my heart for antiques.
Okay.
And I do have some very nice antique religious art, some statues that are antique. I actually have some World War I trench art that has the mini statues that the soldiers were issued. I've got a lot of antique stuff. I love antique stuff, but most of my products are new.
Do you have any specialties?
One of our specialties is that we do have a lot of Spanish items for those people, but our main specialty is that we do make rosaries. We make custom rosaries for those who want custom rosaries. We make specialty rosaries for police, the firefighters, teachers, nurses, doctors, military,
Right.
those who are the real heroes in this world.
You told me that this past weekend when we had the motorcycle
Thunderburg.
was held here, that there's a decal over here that
Yeah,
goes on the bikes, and you had quite a few of them come in. And
Yeah, it's just a little devotional Saint Christopher. It's called a bike clip, and they put on their handlebars.
Okay.
A lot of people have visor clips in their cars. This
Sure.
is for the same idea for motorcycles.
How about that? What's your best-selling product?
Probably our biggest selling product is going to be a rosary holder of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Sure.
That's probably our largest seller.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cards, greeting cards, those are huge sellers as well. But if I had to pick one that sells the best, it's probably the Blessed Mother.
Sure, sure. What are your goals for this store?
Well, I want to stay here. That's
You
the
wanna
first
stay in
goal. I want to
business.
stay in business.
Any businessman would say that.
But my ultimate goal is to help others, to bring them back to their faith if they need to, or to help them continue with their faith. It's important to me that people do that, and this is just one way that I can help them do that.
How are you marketing your business?
We've done really well with direct emails. We've emailed a lot of the churches and the Catholic schools. We do Facebook marketing. One of the things that we've just done, well, we do sponsor a lot of events in Miamisburg that go on. The video monitors that you see in the different businesses around here with the advertising.
Yes,
there.
right.
Yeah, we place an ad on there.
Okay.
And we continue to do just Facebook marketing and also the direct mail, the email.
Well, we're going to put your Facebook information on the screen. And
great.
your phone number, and what are your business hours here?
We are open 6 days a week. The only day I'm closed is Monday. We have Tuesday through Thursday. We're here 10 to 6. Fridays, we're here noon to 8, and Saturdays from 10 to 8. And Sundays, we're open 11 to 4.
11 to 4
11 to
on
4
Sundays.
on Sundays,
Okay.
correct.
Do you belong to any trade organizations?
I belong to the Miamisburg Merchants Association, a wonderful organization. They've helped me a lot. It's a great networking group, and I've been looking at the H7 that they have down at Ron's Pizza on Fridays. They have a marketing group down there, or a networking group down there,
Okay.
and then also the Rotary as well.
Sure.
I'm looking at.
Good. You do have an online store, so we've already.
We do.
We've already brought that out.
We are online as well.
And how can people? What's the easiest way for them to get a hold of you, rather than coming in here?
That's the easiest.
That's the easiest,
That's the
yeah.
easiest. They can give us a call, or our phone number is area code 937-530-8026. They can email us. You say you're going to put the email
Yes.
in the Facebook. They can get a hold of us through messaging like that, or through the website as well.
Okay. I might also suggest you probably need to attend the next meeting of the ministerial meeting association, and let them know all the products that you sell down here.
Great.
Before the show, you and I were just talking. The headpiece that I guess it's a scarf.
It's it's called a mantilla, or the chapel veil.
Okay. Back in my days, most ladies, when they went to church, wore a hat or some head cover.
Right.
And I mentioned to you that, in my opinion, people are getting away from that. But then you kind of surprised me that they're coming back.
They've gotten away from that for a long time. However, with the more traditional values coming back, I think they're coming back. You are seeing a lot more of that now. It is making a comeback. You're seeing a lot more chapel veils in the church.
You have a lot of unique. You have videos here.
And those are actually produced locally from Immaculate Conception.
Oh.
Father Satish Joseph has a ministry that produces those, and we carry those in here for him as well. And sure. It's nice to have local products.
Yeah. Well, it is quite a store, and I would encourage our viewers to come down, check it out. I'm sure that there would be something here for everybody. So.
I think everybody could find something.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Another unique store in downtown Miamisburg. My wife and I eat downtown quite a bit, and we have commented that we see people eating in our fine restaurants and then looking for a specialty type store to visit after they eat and before they go to the Plaza Theater. So I would encourage you. St. Michael's is one of those unique businesses that caters to all faiths. So we would encourage you to support St. Michael's Rosaries and religious articles. And Mike, the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We hope that you just continue to grow and prosper here in Miami.
Well, thank you. I have that wish myself.
Okay. I'm Dick Church. I'll see you around the Burg.